Game now approaching 3.5 hours in what is a very hot, humid day. Obviously, UCF no stranger to it. Michigan did the best they could for their coaching staff to acclimate to it. But it is hot, it is humid.
3.5 hours is long for anybody, whether you're used to the weather or not. And you have to think, Michigan, they are on their third pitcher. Woodall, she's been throwing this entire game.
Over to Bump. Bump had a nice play to end the inning earlier in this contest and one there to get the first out. And where that also comes into play when you talk about 3.5 hours is that the loser of this game has to play again today. And I have to wait after the next game. You do get a break. The benefit you get from winning the first game of the regional, but you're going to have to play a second game.
Sirocco knows that there are quite a few lefties, not as many as Michigan, but there are quite a few lefties in this lineup, going tight and in to them.
Shanisha Rowe was the one that got it started in the bottom of the 7th inning. She had the single to get on. Sack bunt brought her over. It was her that was on second that scores. And Bejarano laced it into right center field. No hat today. I hope you wear sunscreen if you're out there. 0-2 floats in. Sirocco thought she had it. Call the ball.
Floats in, hits a little high and a little in. She throws it for a change. It would have to start a little bit lower for me to make me want to swing at that. I think the umpire agreed. That's why he called it a ball.
Ball is on the deck, bounces off of Essman over at first. Looked as if maybe she peered over to the bag. The speed of Rowe may be coming into play as well. So the game-winning run for UCF at first base.
We saw this happen with UCF, but now we have speed in the box. It's hit to first base, plenty of time. But whenever you are so focused on making the play before you feel the ball, it causes trouble. And this is the second time it's happened in this game, once for each team. And that's where you as a teammate want to come up to another teammate, talk to them, say, hey, let's reset. Sirocco, veteran pitcher, I got you. I have your back, don't worry. Almost a sense of deja vu.
Mentioned it earlier for Justine Molina. She the difference, at least for her team defensively. So good. Defensive player of the year in her conference, but had the air over at second that led to the second run of the game for Michigan. But the opportunity for her, once again, to do her job, do her part.
Seems like Sirocco, if that first pitch is not over the plate, it's high and it's a ball, and then she comes right back every single time. So far, I haven't seen any UCF hitters taking advantage. A little bit of off speed.
Obviously, we know the speed of Rowe over at first. Just saw it there, influencing Essman, the first baseman, as the count 1-2.
Battle, way to protect.
Molina 306 her average on the season with runners on.
Pitch was close. I don't know if I would have taken that with 2 strikes. That was a great pitch by Sirocco. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's too close to be taking. but give it another life.
Count 2-2. This back up the middle. And the runner safe at second. So Rowe able to slide in. It was a tough play. Two defenders converging over there at second base. The speedy Rowe in, Molina in as well. 2 on.
This is a ball. This field is so tough. And whenever you hit it hard into the ground, it bumps up. Shortstop diving, not able to make it. Overran the bag just a little bit. That could have been a possible out. Looks like they have a rally dollar. You see her hold that up?
Macario will be the batter at the plate. The rally is now on, but the only one that matters is Rowe here in extra innings. Can they get Janisha Rowe home? UCF send this place into a frenzy. The game that they have had to battle back from constantly. We're down 2-0 going into the bottom of the 6th inning, scoring 1 there, 1 in the bottom of the 7th. We will have another change in the circle. Back to the original starter of the game, Megan Bobian. We will take a break. Game-winning run on second base. The original game starter in the circle now for Michigan.
Right.
So Megan Bobian back in the circle, 5 2/3. She started this game off. 3 hits she gave up. 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. The first pitch of the at-bat was fouled off. Kayla Macario, as the runner goes, Rowe takes third. She is safe.
We talked about head coach Cindy Ball Malone. She loves to take risks. She knows when to push. She knows when to give back. No one was expecting this with the speed. She slides in easily. For a second, we thought, man, her hand might come off the bag, but she did a great job hanging on to the bag as she slid headfirst into third.
24 stolen base, so Rowe 60 feet away from ending this ball game. 0-2 pitch, it's a swing and a miss, and that a big strikeout for Bobian.
Here we are. Change up, off speed, low in the dirt. A little bit of a chase. Was a drop third strike, but there was a runner at first with less than 2 outs, so she was automatically out.
Well, I said biggest hit of her career thus far for Bejarano, but now she has an opportunity to add an even bigger hit, bigger chapter. She the hero, RBI double in the bottom of the 7th inning. That pushed us into extra innings, but can she do it again? That would be the game winner. Rowe over at third, Molina second. UCF needing to just cross Rowe.
If you look as she steps into the box, she actually is middle up. I think that's because of the drop ball spin, the slower speed, trying to offset that. See a lot of standing fans right now. 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners in scoring position. This is something that was experienced back in the 7th inning. Here we are 2 innings later. Same runner, same hitter.
Count 0-2, 2 down, 2 runners on. Bejarano ready. Beaubien delivers, swing and a miss, 2 huge strikeouts. Megan Beaubien comes back into the game that she started, and we will play a 10th inning here in Orlando. Beaubien with the strikeouts.
Huge strikeout for Beaubien here. Got her revenge.
Danger to the pressure, but switching you up, moving you up to the broadcast booth to take this in. Extras replay in a game that has seen almost everything. Michigan has used nearly every pitcher. For UCF, it is still Kama Woodall in the circle. Christina Burkhart 0 for 4. She starts this 10th inning off. Ground out, line out, fielder's choice, and a fly out. Her last time up.
Woodall has been throwing for almost 4 hours. Talk about endurance. This is huge for the Knights if they can pull this win off, because she is their 2 pitcher. She is a solid pitcher for this team. And they'll need her as the tournament continues.
Kama Woodall started her career at ECU. Big reason choosing to transfer over, come to UCF. She wanted to play in the postseason. And she is absolutely giving us an effort out here that is incredibly commendable. 157 pitches thus far, 9 strikeouts, a career high, 3 walks, 1 earned run. Can she get 3 more outs with no runs to give her team a chance to walk it off again?
The thing I love about Woodall is I have this written down, but she has gotten better as the game has gone on. Struggled to find the strike zone and be consistent early on in the game, but 4th inning hit, and all of a sudden it was like a switch was flipped.
Folks, it is hot here. Humidity is high. With the humidity, feels like 100. So to be out there, I'm sweating up here.
Hot, steamy,
We're just
smoking.
sitting talking.
I feel like I'm fully being welcomed into Florida by this weather, by this humidity.
So Kama Woodall, the redshirt senior. Burkhart, full count.
Another thing people don't really think about is pitcher's hands. Whenever it is this hot and humid outside, your hands start to sweat. Sounds gross, but they do. And that grip, that spin, that release point, that's hard to manage when your hands don't have control.
This ball in that spacious foul territory. Jada Cody.
What a play. We talked about the range she has already. We talked about how big the foul ball territory is. This is straight behind her back. You see Jada Cody running back, catches it over her head. If you're an outfielder, you know how hard this catch is, and she made it look easy on her feet. She's basically in deep left field by the time she catches it, and her pitcher Woodall is fired up.
We saw Cody impact the game at the plate with her bat. Yet to see that in this game thus far, but that a very nice job to help her pitcher out, help her team out with a ball that very difficult to field in that foul territory, making the grab over the shoulder.
Just been so impressed with Cody all weekend long so far. She can hit, she can field. Great athlete, great person to talk to.
Right at Cody. 2 up, 2 down.
And it's been the Cody show so far this inning. Woodall says, I'll feed them right to you. How about you make the plays?
Lexi Blair, she was the hero for her team yesterday.
Seen two pitches that kind of looked wild. Haven't seen that since early on. Like we said at the beginning of the inning, it's almost 4 hours since this game started. You know Woodall, who has been pitching every single pitch since the beginning, is starting to feel the effects of it. UCF needs to get her off that field, off of her feet, and score a run.
There puts this ball into play up the left field line. Bejarano ranging in to make the grab. A 1-2-3 inning for UCF. Defensively, 2-3-4. Seriously, Cody, Doherty, when we come back in extras.
Watch out, cameraman.
That one right up on our camera operator's tower.
And a round of applause.
That's Tanner. Up there, you got a souvenir. Hold on to it. Oh, he tosses it back. 1-1, 1 out. One runner on in Cody. Doherty ready. As is Bobby in. Goes back that way.
Doherty has been underneath both of those balls, just cutting, slicing just a little bit too much. If she can flatten out her barrel, those foul balls might turn into something really hard, going really fast towards the outfield.
Takes for ball 2 outside.
Talked again last inning about the hands. Bobby, and this is her third time picking up this rosin bag, trying to get the sweating, the damp hands underneath control. That is so hard to command. Spin, pitches. We saw a couple of changeups in the dirt. Doing everything she can.
Count full. Doherty awaits. This one drops in over the head of the shortstop, McVeigh. Cody will have to stop at second. And a single for Shannon Doherty.
2 flares, 2 hits, 2 runners on base, 1 out. Another really good pitch. Doherty just muscles that, maybe even wills it a little bit over the shortstop. Cody had to hold up. We all thought she might catch it. McVeigh does her best, but couldn't catch it. And we have the rally caps on.
Rally shades, the rally visors.
Rally hey hey. Can't forget hey hey. I gotta ask them later on. There was $1 that was floating around being held up. Wonder what that's all about. We'll have some time to think on it.
They're scraping together lunch money because they're getting hungry.
There's no more snacks, so they're going to pass it. A little collection box going on in the dugout.
So Bobian as well. You see, back out in the circle, not just Woodall, who's been going a long time. All these players, as we are approaching 6 minutes away from 4 hours. We got underway 11 a.m. local time. This one just the first game of day number 2. These two teams victorious yesterday. What you want to do is win this game to minimize having to play again. Also put yourself in the regional final position. And here we are, bottom of the 10th inning, 1 out, game-winning run on second base and Jada Cody. Ashley Griffin. This ball into foul territory. Cody will tag up and take third. 2 outs.
This is a long foul ball. Pitcher does a great job jamming her right field, running back, game on the line. Sometimes some coaches say, any out we can get, go for it. But sometimes some coaches will say, hey, let that drop. There is no way that you can get a runner out. You're going away. That's a winning run on third now with 2 outs, and this team threatening over and over again.
Dolly Shawpacher, the batter at the plate. Already able to just take second with ease. Michigan defense, no interest. All eyes on Cody. The Plex ready to go crazy. Had opportunities, but Michigan has gotten out of every jam in extra innings thus far.
Good pitch, but called a ball. Hutch looks confused. Quickly shakes it off, though, and she said, that's all right.
Shawpacher today, fielder's choice in the second, strikeouts in the fourth and the sixth. 5-3 ground out in the ninth.
Big moment for the senior. What a scene that has been set up here. 2 outs. Runner on second and third. A senior. Her last year in the tournament.
Shawpacher consecutive takes to move the count to 3-1.
You can see Coach Cindy Ball Malone saying, if it's not there, don't swing. If it's there, send it.
Winning run on third, Jada Cody. Can UCF protect their house? Shawpacher takes, count will be full. 2 out.
Really interesting the way Michigan defense is set up here. We have 2 outs, runner on second, third. A second ago, they looked like they were set up to go home in tight.
Bobby in ready. Shawpacher on the ground. Plays over at first. Executed defensively. We will play more. 11th inning. The scoreboard doesn't even go past 10. We're going to have to extend it here in Orlando. 2-2 ball game.
At Domino's.